Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy.
You fight with nobody.
This a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
You won the belt with nobody.
BoxingVoice.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get a fight, man. You're a horrible fighter.
BoxingVoice.com.
Payday. You want payday. I know that. Oh, look this guy.
There's a plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingVoice.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and it is Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. West Coast, and 8 a.m. Central. We're here to talk the heavyweight division yet again, as we have some unbelievable news, some very, very bad, sad news, some alarming news. We're having a fantastic fourth and final quarter of our boxing year, and one of the major fights, and I am going to call it major, of this final quarter seems as if it is canceled due to Dillian Whyte suffering a shoulder injury. The OttoWallin fight is canceled, but there are many that believe there is, in fact, no injury. And instead, there is a conspiracy that Dillian is trying to get out of his fight with Otto Wallin to go instead straight into the fight with Tyson Fury.
Terminated.
Now, obviously, if you cite a shoulder injury and all of a sudden you're good, I mean, there's nothing that holds you. There's no, the contract is null and void at this point. So is Dillian Whyte trying to find a way to not have to risk the danger that is OttoWallin and go straight into the Tyson Fury fight?
OMG, I am so excited.
I know there's a lot of people thinking that Fury would retire, but he told us he would fight Dillian Whyte in December. Now, we spoke about this a little while ago, a couple days ago, and we thought December wasn't even a possibility due to the fight with Dillian Whyte that would take place in 10 days had they not canceled. But now that that fight isn't taking place in 10 days, they can totally do a fight in December.
You're serious? You're serious?
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to believe the conspiracy, and if there is one, Whyte isn't getting out this fight for anything. In fact, he's getting out of it so that he can announce a fight with Tyson Fury. Now, we don't have to rush things. It doesn't have to be December. So it's January. Big deal. You can still do it. You know what I mean? If Dillian, whether you think the injury is real or not, at this point, it's over. Dillian's out of the fight. They can now announce a fight a month from now for January, giving Dillian allegedly enough time to heal and schedule his mandatory with Tyson Fury. That is the question. Do you believe the injury or do you believe the conspiracy? Do you believe the injury or the conspiracy? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? You know, will we end up with a Whyte and Tyson Fury, which let me tell you, I want. I always wanted Wilder to fight Whyte. He didn't beat Fury. Those duties now fall on the hands of Tyson Fury. So I want to see this fight as soon as possible. As soon as possible. You know, and it's unfortunate for Otto Wallin that he's going to be overlooked, sidestepped, all that greatness. Yeah, he's going to be overlooked, sidestepped, and all that stuff. Now, let me call Salida. I forgot that I told Salida we were going to get him on this show. I know that he is right now in the airport. Let me just send him the number. Because he's going through TSA. I don't know, is he going to the UK? Why would you be still going to the UK if this fight isn't happening? So I really hope he's got the time to answer the questions, you know, and give us some time. Okay, 4 minutes. All right. All right. I believe the injury is one of our choices. Do you believe the injury? Yes, I believe the injury. And then I believe the conspiracy. Fury Whyte conspiracy. Let's see what you guys think. But we will be having OttoWallin's promoter on in about 4 minutes. So hit the thumbs up because we working hard. Hit the thumbs up because we got a exclusive interview with the promoter of Otto. And hopefully he can give us some clarity and not, you know, just kind of juggle around the subject. You know, I am definitely going to ask him, does he feel that the conspiracy could be true? Does he feel that they're trying to find a way out of that specific fight to make that other specific fight? And, you know, I think this is on the minds of everybody. You know, my good friend Xavier Miller avoided my messages. He's on Instagram. He won't answer me back. So I am believing the conspiracy. You know, when you ask a trainer, hey, is this real or fake? It's kind of easy to just say, it's real. My guy's injured. But now when you don't answer and you're avoiding the answer, it's because you don't know how to answer. High and Low Sports Centrum says the boxing voice is more. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. We're just working. Sipping my tea here, like all my UK friends out there. I really wanted this fight, but either fight works for me. Either fight, Dillian gets to prove himself. I know a lot of people don't believe he's as good as he is, but we shall see. Steve, how am I capping? I'm telling you that this is probably a conspiracy. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. I'm telling you that there's probably no injury because he probably wants the bigger fight with you know, Dillian Whyte versus Fury. I don't see how am I capping for Whyte. The title of the show kind of says it all. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean. What's a little strong, Brandon? You know, I don't get it. But once again, we're discussing Dillian Whyte suffering an alleged injury. And this is being reported by The Sun. The Sun. The Sun has reported this, and everyone is running with it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, boxing scene, everyone is running with it. But I believe Keith Idek got his own source on his boxing scene article. But again, the original source of this is The Sun in the UK. And they are the ones reporting that Dillian Whyte is allegedly injured. Conspiracy, oh, that's us. That's us in the internet believing that he's just going to go for the bigger fight. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I mean, I really don't know why he scheduled the fight with Otto. You know, knowing that the fight with Wilder was right there and you would have a clear winner from the Wilder Fury fight. So I never understood why this fight was scheduled, and I gave him a lot of credit for scheduling such fight because I'm like, whoa, you know, that takes balls. You know, you're going to risk your shot. That takes balls. And we got a super chat from Big Matthew that says, Whyte learned from Fury tricks to get the fight. 100. And yeah, I mean, look, probably his team told him, look, man, we just did it your way and went the tough guy route with Povetkin, and we had to do that twice. Let's just wait for our shot. You've waited so long. You're in position. What's waiting a little bit more? Let us work on the details and make this fight. I think that's how it went down. I think that's how it went down, man. Let me try and memorize Salita's phone number in case he's called in. He said 4 minutes, and I forgot to keep an eye on the board. But Whyte should be made to do an eliminator. Steve in the UK, in Chicago, is saying Whyte should be made to do an eliminator. I mean, I get you, you know, in some weird way, but I think he's fought enough top 10 names that is an eliminator really needed? And versus who? Who are you going to say? Ortiz? You know, some of you dudes are really unfair. You know, you say Whyte doesn't deserve a shot, but you want to put him in an eliminators with Ortiz and Brazil. Like, what have those guys done? Because Whyte's definitely done more than them. You know, I would love Ortiz to fight Povetkin. You know, I would love him to fight Otto Wallin. You know, it's Whyte that's fighting, or at least was going to fight, Wallin, who is a Showtime fighter, a Dimitri Salita fighter. It should be easier for Luis Ortiz to make that fight. But a lot of you guys got some hatred towards Whyte because, you know, he obviously didn't have choice words for your favorite fighter. But to get at him for being a fighter and for fighting, that makes no sense. No, of course not, Billy. Wallin wasn't mandated. He's doing this out of sheer heart, showing you that he's a warrior and he's a true fighter and a guy that wants to fight the top in the division. You know, it's us. We're never satisfied. He scheduled this fight, and we believe it's a conspiracy that he's getting out of the fight. I mean, the fighter has shown us that, you know, he's a fighter. Jonathan, you sound like a hater right now. Wilder should have to do an eliminator. He just lost. Why the hell would you get an eliminator off a loss? I mean, some of you dudes are extra biased here. Oh, Wilder gets an elimination bout to be the mandatory because he lost. Yo, you dudes are... And then they got the nerve to talk about Whyte. See what I'm saying? Oh, Whyte's a one-trick pony, is he? Well, he's tricked a lot of top 10 heavyweights into losing then, brother. Tricked a lot of top 10 heavyweights into losing if he is a, you know, a one-trick pony, let me tell you. Wilder Whyte should be the next fight. Why? Why should Whyte be made to fight a dude that lost twice? Like, what are you guys even talking about? Like, how does that even sound fair or right? You're like, you guys are weird. You're hating on Whyte, and you're begging for Wilder to get back in position so Whyte should fight him. The interim champ should go look backwards. You guys are crazy, man. Freaking crazy. All right. I hear you. That's the side of the bed you woke up. You can't talk the heavyweight division without these dudes trying to find a way to squeeze Wilder into it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
Yeah, no, I hear you, UK Rob. Derevyanchenko absolutely seems to get eliminators off of losses, and it's something that I always talked about. You know, losing to one guy, fighting Jack Cokley for another guy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that doesn't mean that it's right because somehow he keeps doing it, that we should let Wilder do it. You know? 2 losses are 2 losses, bro. Like, I get you got name value. I mean, that's why I'm recommending Andy versus Wilder. Use your name to get a big name, but don't use your name to get an eliminator that's not earned. That's not earned. Sarcasm, you know that's not accepted, brother. You in 300 jail, hating on my man and shit like that. Nah. Oh, they're saying I'm protecting and pushing narratives. I'm protecting Whyte from a dude that lost twice back to back. You're not pushing a narrative by trying to get a dude who lost back to back an elimination shot so that he could get a rematch at the guy that beat him twice back to back. No, I'm the one pushing narratives. Okay. Listen, I'll pick apart your comments all day and I'll single you out, Alex. Weird last name. I'll fucking highlight your shit. I'll put it on screen. Let everybody know who is who and who is out here licking balls. That's what y'all doing. Come on, man. Let that man fight and get back in a position. When Whyte lost to AJ, did he get a fucking elimination bout to fight AJ? Like, you guys are so weird. Super duper duper weird. Jonathan Sims says, the rumor is Fury is done. So if Wilder versus Whyte is possible, that's not right, as Wilder just lost back-to-back, 2 times. That's why I'm saying that. Okay, as long as we're on the same page. And let me tell you, I don't believe the rumors of Fury. That's just the hatred. They're upset he's the top heavyweight, so they want to, make up rumors that he's retiring and all this stuff. I believe it when I see it. That being said, if Fury really retires, that still doesn't make Wilder the most eligible fucking fighter. We got rankings for a reason. There's rankings for a reason. You know what I mean? So let's wait and see where, first of all, the only sanctioning body that he's been paying sanctioning fees in, let's see where they rank him. Let's see where they put him, because they haven't updated their rankings. Actually, they did on the 18th. Oh, shit. But wait, was the 18th the 19th? When was that fight? October 9th, right? That fight was October 9th? These can't be the updated rankings. I'm going to have to go straight to the WBC now. WBC heavyweight rankings. Let's see what's going on here. Well. The ratings for the WBC. I'm on their page. Let's screen share this. Now, what do we do? Ratings. Male. Tyson Fury. He gets the Boxer of the Month. He is the Boxer of the Month, Mr. Fury is. What else we got here? Download. Oh, Lord. Can't we just look at him? Jesus. Heavyweight. Oh, shit. Look. That's insane, bro. That's insane. I ain't even gonna front. Ratings as of October 2021. I mean, when was this update, though? Does it say a literal update? I don't see an actual day. But I'm going to assume the 18th is the right day. My guy from Box Live usually gets it right. Deontay Wilder is ranked number 1 off a loss. And it's true because Andy is number 2. He moved from 4 to number 2 for beating Areola. I swear to God, Mauricio, you be wildin', bro. Let me text this man if he's available. Give me some time or something. Lord have mercy, man. Are y'all looking at that? Like, wow, that's dope, though. I guess you see. So in some weird way, someone can say Wilder earned that ranking. You know what I mean? If that's what y'all feel, you can say that. You can say he's earned that ranking because their rankings came out. They re-ranked everybody, and somehow Wilder is number 1 off of 2 losses. Andy Ruiz is number 2. Joe Joyce respectfully moves up. He's the one actually fighting. This is crazy to me. Luis Ortiz, number 4, for doing absolutely nothing. Frank Sanchez, only number 6. This is crazy. I just wanted to make sure that our website and their website is identical, and it sure enough is. I'm having a fucking crash right now. My motherboard is broken right now. How are you number 1 off of 2 back-to-back losses? That's insane, bro. Like, I know a lot of people want to be like, yo, Ness, but that was fight of the year, Ness. That was fight of the year. Word is born. Okay. That don't mean you get ranked off a loss, though. Like, it was a great fight. So we talk about how great it was. I didn't know you get ranked off a loss. Usually, ask Sean Porter. Usually when you lose, you get dropped out the rankings. You get dropped significantly. You drop in line. You droppity drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you don't see AJ in number 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's number 4 on the IBF. Like, they not out here re-ranking him number 1. It's a little weird. Little weird, you know what I mean? But looks like I got my mans in them in the building out in Milwaukee. What up?
I'm good. I beat Polly. I left with his belt and his girl.
This a Dolla beat.
And I know all y'all against me. All that soft talk. I know you can do it, man. You got to, just shut that soft ass shit up.
BoxingVoice.com.
Man, what's up? TBV, good morning. I'm just waking up. Listening to the topic, looks like Dillian Whyte shoulder injury, a week out.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Man, there's just a lot of pullouts this year, man. Like, a lot of injuries and people getting COVID. I mean, COVID, I guess you can't really mess with. People can say it. But, man, a shoulder injury a week out. And I kind of heard what you were talking about. And Tyson Fury talking about maybe fighting in December.
Yeah, well, that was something he said even before the Wilder win and loss. He said that before, like, I'll fight Wilder, knock him out, fight Dillian Whyte in December, and be ready for these other guys next year. But no one knows is that going to happen. But the more we do this show, the more we seem to be investigating that things look like this shoulder injury could be a segue into Tyson Fury Whyte. The WBC rankings have come out, and Deontay Wilder, off of 2 back-to-back losses, is still number 1. Andy, off of the only 1 fight to Areola, has been moved to number 2. Joe Joyce, respectfully, is at number 3. Luis Ortiz, which is shameful, is at number 4 for doing nothing. Joseph Parker, number 5. Sanchez, disrespectfully, after a win over a Jagba, is at number 6. I feel like maybe he should have gotten a better ranking since these other dudes that didn't do shit are being higher ranked.
So you're talking about just the WBC, though, right?
Yeah, because that's the belt they want.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the rankings in boxing can also be like, I know you don't watch other sports. It can be like college football rankings. Every once in a while, certain divisions, you kind of have to sit back and wonder what they're looking at, what the criteria is to be considered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I mean, I don't understand college football rankings. You know what I mean? So a team can. I won't even go into that because I don't understand it. But I feel like boxing's the same thing. At the end of the
Steve
day.
a hater. Steve, you a fucking Whyte hater. Make Ruiz Whyte eliminator. Why does Whyte need to be in an eliminator? Why? Let's let Wilder fight someone other than fucking Fury and Luis Ortiz. How about he getting an eliminator? The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all tripping. It's so crazy right now. And you know, help me understand, Adrian. People like, yo, well, Wilder lost to the number one heavyweight. He lost to the number one heavy. He respectfully deserves to be number one under the guy that beat him.
I don't know. It's kind of like, to me, it's like King of the Hill, right? When you were kids and you played, if somebody knocks you off as the king, you gotta come all the way back up the hill. I know it's not quite like that in boxing, but I do think that, you know, you kind of got to earn your shot back, because if he's considered number one, then we're talking about a fourth fight. If you're considered ranked number one under Tyson Fury. Me personally, I guess I would put him number 2 or 3. I would think that he would have to fight his way back up the ladder a little bit, get a couple wins before we'd consider him back in that number 1 position. But that's me personally, and I'm a Wilder fan. I mean, I don't think he drops below the top 5, but I don't think he's the number 1 contender at this point.
Yeah, I know. That's it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
But politics are a hell of a thing. I mean, maybe there's some sort of politics there, you know?
No, it's absolute politics.
Keeping him there.
Absolute politics. There's no other way, no other explanation for Andy to be number 2. He didn't do nothing. He fought Areola, who wasn't ranked. How do you get ranked 3 spots for fighting an unranked dude coming out of retirement? Like, Mauricio's out here wilding, man. Seriously.
Mauricio doing what he want to do.
Whatever he want to do.
Wants to.
Whatever he want to do, bro. That's what he doing. It's crazy, man. I'm going to see is he up, though. Fuck it. Nope, he's not. Oh, actually, he was. I'm going to just call him. Hold on, homie. Oh, shit, he walked away from me, this guy.
What's up?
Nah, I'm going to just call him. Fuck it.
You trying to call Mauricio?
Call him. Cold call his ass.
You going to make him explain? We got to know. We got to know what makes him deserve being number 1, you know, over a Wilder, over anybody else. I mean, I think you definitely have to earn your rank. And, yeah. But I think it's about names in the heavyweight division at the end of the day. You know, if you got a big name, if you can sell tickets, if you can possibly be a pay-per-view or fill a big gate, I mean, people are going to always rank you up higher when you bring commercial value. I think that's why, you know, at the end of the day, we get some of these weird rankings by some of these sanctioning bodies and organizations. They know.
All right.
They definitely
he said,
know what
yeah.
they're doing.
He said, yeah. Now, we all know he's going to give us political answers. You know, it's like, oh, the WBC has a governing board of directors, and together we get together and we decide who. But whatever, we'll get his official answer. We'll get his official answer. He does have 10 minutes, so we're going to make this quickly and goody. Let me see if I can also add him here so that we don't even waste time. Maurice, there you go. Damn,
yeah, no, I'm waiting for these answers, because, like, yeah, I mean, I've just usually go down. Like, you don't get right back in position to be there for the belt. Where's Dillian on that WBC?
No, Whyte is the.
But he's the interim, right?
He's the champ.
He's got some sort of champ. He's got, so he can't be ranked.
WBC is the most prestigious belt, regardless of what we think about it. That is the one that the fighters hold dear to their heart. Doesn't matter what we think of the politics of the WBC, it's still the most wanted and respected belt for sure. You know?
Yeah, the green belt's definitely the one that they're all gunning for. Seems to be the most important piece of the alphabet organization.
So I got Mike Wilkins, Wilder versus Joyce, Ruiz versus Wallin, Whyte versus Fury. Love them. I'll take them all. I'll take them all. And then he goes back, come back with another one. He says, shout out to TBV, best in the biz. Well, shout out to you. Keep an eye on this WhatsApp. Make sure he got the link. He got the link. And I added him here. Oh, I thought that noise was him. It was you.
No, it's I don't know. It's really interesting though. I mean, that he didn't drop at all. And I mean, maybe he's gonna say it's because it was such a great fight, and who's gonna be? Oh, here we go.
Mauricio, good morning. How are you? How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. How's everything?
Everything is great. Obviously, we have so many questions, but we got 10 minutes, so we'll be as quick as possible. The new WBC rankings came out. Were they updated on the 18th of October?
I'm not sure, but this week, yes, I believe so.
So Deontay Wilder is legitimately ranked at number 1 in the WBC heavyweight division that you know of?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you explain that? Because many of us are wondering, how does he stay ranked above guys that, like Joe Joyce, who have been working and winning, and he had 2 back-to-back losses?
Well, it's the WBC ranking committee is composed by members from all over the world, and the ranking is by merit with many different equations into the mix. Deontay Wilder fought a very courageous fight, had Fury down twice, hurt him also in the 10th round. It was a great fight, and there's many cases with precedent when a champion loses the title or there's a great fight, fighters not necessarily move down. Robson Conceição, he was number 15. He fought against Valdez. He moved up to number 4. So you don't necessarily go down after you lose a fight, because the quality of opposition is one of the most important ingredients on rankings.
Mauricio, when are you notified, or when do you notify the public of any sort of elimination bouts? Because now that the new rankings have come out, with Wilder and Andy Ruiz being 1 and 2 and Dillian being the mandatory, I'm just wondering if we're going to get an elimination bout for the next mandatory between any of the 1, 2, or 3 in Joe Joyce. I don't say Luis Ortiz because I'm pretty sure no one's excited to see Wilder Ortiz 3.
We have a annual convention coming up in November. You have been in our conventions, and that's when the mandatories are reviewed for each weight category. So it's less than a month away. We're going to do every single division at the convention.
I want to go so bad, but you made mandatory vaccination. I'm afraid of the vaccination right now.
Well, that's, of course, your option,
I know.
and we respect that. We have proven, we have testing and all this protocol, but that's a requirement from the government, so that's an understanding. If you cannot make it, we understand that.
I know. I badly want to go, man. My wife has it already, so she's trying to convince me as well to get it. And, we'll see, could I make that decision before the convention? Because it was a wonderful time. I felt blessed to be there in 2019, and I feel like that one was so memorable. So many things happened. Obviously, the Vasil Lomachenko franchise thing is something that made history, which made me part of it. Obviously, Jermell Charlo and Benavidez, that fight originated at your convention between the father and Jamal. So definitely thank you for inviting me that time, and I hope that I can make it. But speaking of your rankings, again, you got number 6 Frank Sanchez, and some of us feel like, man, he put on so well on a high stage that maybe he deserved a better ranking. Maybe he deserved a better ranking because, like, Andy fought Areola, who was retired, not ranked, and he got moved higher than a guy like Sanchez and even Joe Joyce that were active.
You know, as I said, the rankings are a combination of many different factors. So case by case, if you like, I'll be happy to send your request to the rankings committee, and they do a very good explanation on the situation. Whenever a promoter, a manager, a fighter sends a grievance or an appeal or simply an explanation. You saw the convention. Any promoter that stands up and wants his fighter to move up, you have the response from Dean Lojas, who is the committee chairman, and he says, well, he fought this and this and this, and he gives a whole formula. And I believe Sanchez moving up from 13 to 6 is a great adjustment to the merit of a great win that he had on such an important level against a tough fighter. But I feel very confident about the rankings committee and their decisions.
Will we be addressing the franchise title in the convention? Are there going to be any alterations or amendments to the rules of the franchise title? Because I know when it came out, it was non-transferable. Now it is. So are we going to get new information to educate us on the franchise title?
Yes, that's one of the topics that is in the agenda.
So,
hey, Mauricio, this is Adrian from TBV. I just have a quick question. So I know like in college football, they have a lot of different things they look at to rank the teams. It's not necessarily just how many wins, how many losses. I know that you might not be privy to all of them, but what are the criterias or some of the important criterias that you know of that rank somebody higher than somebody else?
Yeah, thank you. Amateur record, amateur competition. If you were an Olympian, if you were a gold medalist or a medalist, takes into consideration. Muay Thai, because Thailand, many Muay Thai fighters become professional fighters. We have a level of competition, activity, of course, record. What kind of fights, if you're fighting at home always, or you're going abroad and fighting at the home of the opponent, the caliber of the fight, if it's for a championship. What else? There's a few others, but basically it's a component because it's not the same to have a fighter who is 18-0 and you look at the record and see the level of opposition, and then you have a fighter maybe 12-5, and not necessarily means that 18-0 is better than the 12-5 if you look at all the considerations.
Mauricio, obviously, you know, this phrase in boxing is synonymous with the WBC being the most prestigious belt. In boxing, unlike other sports, we're failing to have a championship or a Super Bowl or a finals where we always get the winners. And I feel like the WBC is in a position where you could make a tournament and have a prize to keep these guys to be able to, for the best to fight the best because they respect that belt so much. Is there any plans in the future? It doesn't have to be immediate, but are you guys as a committee trying to think of a way to give boxing a Super Bowl? Like, we really enjoyed Wilder Fury and that undercard. And I mean something like that at least once every 3 months, once every 6 months, a way for us to get a great, fantastic card with, 50-50 fights all the way down, like that Wilder Fury pay-per-view was.
Yes, we have supported continuously unification bouts. Of course, when you have a unified a champion like Josh Taylor, who did the ultimate unification, or Teofimo Lopez, we had a great Castaño Charlo fight, ended up in a draw. I hope there's a rematch. But yes, what we intend always to do is to have the best fights possible. And you just hit it on the point. That's one of the main topics of the franchise designation, to have the best fight, the best, give the ability to have that great fighter to go ahead and do the best fights possible. But unfortunately, we're not promoters and we cannot control many times which matches are made. But we're working with promoters and other organizations to try to make tournaments, to have common mandatories so a champion does not have to fight every mandatory of all categories. And so we're working on that. But it is up to the promoters to come with we have ordered tournaments, like we ordered Chocolatito to fight Estrada, Cuadras, Rumbisa, and the winners fight each other. But COVID-19 got in the way. But we have ideas and tournaments, and it is up to the promoters to make them happen.
And I'm hearing that, I don't know the name, but is it Juan Francisco Estrada? Is he now franchise champion in the lower weights?
That was precisely to be able to do Estrada Chocolatito for the third time and to do Cuadras against Rumbisai, who was a mandatory, and then both winners fight each other. That was going to happen back in September, but October, Chocolatito had COVID and Rumbisai got COVID. So we're waiting for the new date for that great double header that will lead into an ultimate great fight.
So the franchise champion will be made to fight the winner of the other fight, though. It won't be like at 60 and 35. They'll actually face each other.
In this scenario, that's how it was composed, with an agreement for that to happen.
Perfect.
So those are the things that we are going to be adjusting, as you mentioned prior.
Perfect.
I have two more minutes. I have to...
No problem. So, 2 minutes. Can Teofimo mandate or ask you to mandate the Haney fight? How would those two guys get in the ring using the WBC?
Well, they both have a commitment. They have fights November and December. And I spoke yesterday to both camps, and they really want to fight each other. So we're going to be working on it to see if there's a way we can structure something there.
Is it as simple as a Bill Haney, Devin Haney representative showing up to the WBC convention this month and petitioning for an opportunity to face the franchise champion in Teofimo?
That could be one of the. Of course, we always take the official petitions and we attend them and we go through the process and make a voting. So that is one of the ways to make things happen.
And the last one, I know you got to go. I'm being told that the petition fee is non-refundable if you don't get approved.
We don't have a petition fee.
Oh, okay. That's your guy, Moonshine. What's his real name? You know the guy that loves Teofimo, right? The content creator? No, he's Dominican. You know him. Him and Lopez are really cool. And we
don't have any fees.
So it's free to make a petition, as many as you want.
Of course.
That's amazing. Great news. Well, Mauricio, thank you so much for the last minute interview. We always appreciate you giving us the time. And we love you, man. Have a good day.
Have a great day. All the best. Take care.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The president of the WBC, the most prestigious belt, giving us the time of day to answer a few of those questions. Let me tell you, I'm still not pleased with the rankings. Robert Helenius beats Adam Kovnacki 2 times, and he's number 13. That is shameful.
Well, it's interesting how they look at Kovnacki, right? Like before the Helenius knockout, did we not think that he was coming up to a point where he could challenge for a title at some point?
And that's what
right?
I'm saying.
And then he gets knocked out twice
and he
by
drops.
the same dude, and that guy can't even crack the top 10.
And listen, Adam and Wilder were right there in the rankings on the WBC. They started doing, television propaganda about them. You telling me Helenius beats him twice and they both dropped? Like, where is Adam at? Adam is not even on the rankings. So think about that. That's insane. Like, my man was like top 3. He loses twice, and that's the difference. That's the difference. Wilder loses twice, and he stays at number 1. Adam loses twice. He's gone to top 15. That's crazy. That's that Sean Porter shit right there. When you get dropped out the top 15, no bueno. No
Ouch.
bueno. Punch, man, you got to send me your real name. See, I was trying to let the president know that you be the one, Capadonin, and he ain't know, man. I was trying to give him your name and shit, so he at least know that you be out here doing your thing with my mans in them T.O. Yo, we going to open up these phone lines. We talking conspiracies. We talking WBC rankings, Whyte injury, Fury, Whyte, possibility, everything. All you got to do is call the number 1-425-569-5241. I don't know if you want any final thoughts before I open up the lines.
Okay, so this shoulder injury. Here's the thing I have a problem with shoulder injuries. Anybody can claim shoulder injury, but these dudes got to start saying what they are. Anybody can say they shoulder hurts. There's lots of different things that could happen. I just wish these dudes, when they come out, would have more detail, like, did you tear a rotator cuff? Is it a micro tear? You know what I mean? Did a muscle get strained? Like, there's never really an explanation. It's just the part of the body. They don't go into detail on it, because that, if you went into detail, then you would really know how long that person would need to be off to heal. But, you know, when you're just random and you say just shoulder injury, that could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming people were, Okay, X said he gonna get back to me, but he busy at the moment. It's all good. What Otto say? Nothing yet. What Joey Gamache say? Hold up, Joey. Joey. Oh, they ducking, man. We going out to the callers, man. We going out to the callers. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion. Right here. Voice of the People hotline.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Remember, set your reminders. We're going to be doing a Oscar Rivas, Ryan Rozecki live fight chat right here Friday around 8 p.m.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
All right. Woo! 504. Woo.
You need to get him the 504 boys, that old school 504 boys intro.
Rue, we do not hear you if you are speaking. We do not hear you. We do not hear you, Rue. All right, well, we're going to try and do that again. In the meantime, we'll go out to Ra in the DMV. What up?
Fellas, I ain't want too much, but yeah, Ness, I definitely want to attend the Border Wars, brother. If you can email me when the Border Wars happen, you know what I mean. I can't compete though, you know what I mean. My neurologist, after suffering the TBI, I can't compete, but definitely I want to attend. You know what I mean. Just let me know where it's going to be at. My brother, like how my brother that's a DJ was saying, the rankings basically is like college football. You know what I mean? Like, based off of who you fight and whatever. And, I mean, anybody that fight Fury needs to be ranked high. Because I don't care. Like, maybe if I'm Ali, but I never seen any athlete built like Fury, yo. Like, he's on some other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like a bad guy for Streets of Rage or some shit. Like, I would not fight Fury. But, yeah, so it's basically, he basically was saying, Suleiman was basically saying about, you know what I mean, the rankings is based on who you fight against. You know what I mean? Like college football, like, you know, if you got a weak-ass schedule and you go undefeated, you ain't going to be ranked high. You know what I mean? That's how it was. And my brother, that's the DJ. Can you play what you want, or you got a, you know what I mean, a set or whatever? Because I can email you some joints.
Are you talking about you, Adrian? You're the brother that's a DJ.
Oh, what you mean? Yeah, I can play what I want, man. It just depends what place I'm at. But yeah, I play the music I want to play.
Hit me up on IG, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get your email and give you his email and stuff like that.
Yo, I don't have IG no more. I got to make a new one. But
what about you a Patreon or Twitter or something? Somewhere you could just send direct message that nobody sees your email, because, you know, pretty private.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not tripping about nobody, you know what I mean, trying to, you know what I mean. I can give it to you down right now, yo, if you want.
I mean, I think you should find a way to send it privately, but if you want to be balls to the wall, man, I got a pen and paper.
All right, it's Deluxe Recordings, number 7 at gmail.com.
Yeah, no.
DELUXE.
I get to play what I want to play depending on the venue. You know, I do weddings, private parties, but any bar or club, I play the music that I want to play. I only got a couple spots that I play where they kind of request that I stay within a certain lane of music because they want a certain crowd to be there and a certain crowd not to be there. But
Right.
we all know what that means.
Right. I got you. I mean, I can send you some joints, brother.
You said Deluxe Recording.
That's to shoot you.
Deluxe Recording at what?
Yeah, recording.
At what?
At number 7 at gmail.com.
All right, champ, we're going to get back to you. Number 7. Where'd my pen go? Deluxe Recording number 7 at Gmail. All right. We're going to have 1 million people hitting you up. I hope you got beats for their ass. We got some super chats. Who up? Looking like Gil in Castle Hill, the BX. He says, your 10 minutes are up. Ask him, is Teofimo is considered undisputed in his eyes? Laugh out loud. Well, he always says yeah to him. I mean, he says, and then he says, if Xavier says Dillian is hurt, I believe him. Yeah, he just hit me up, but he didn't say he's hurt. He said, I'll give you some time in a bit. I'm busy, so. Punch Drunk says, Devin Haney, a promoter, correct? Time to petition immediately. It's free. 2B TO's mandatory now. You the one giving false information. Yesterday, you told us it costs, man. And that they don't get their money back. See, I don't know, Punch. You out here giving us fake information, man. I had to double check on that. My man Sully was like, nah, I never heard that. Trav FDY says, damn, this was going to be the next moneymaker. This injury is the best thing that could have happened to Whyte because he was going to lose. Yo, me and you both was thinking that. You know, I was definitely a Whyte fan, but I was like, yo, we got to put this money on my mans and them because Wallin is
Did you think Wallin was going to knock him out or just beat him to a decision?
I didn't know about that. I just thought it was going to be a really interesting fight, a really tough fight. Because I think Wallin's a really, really dog. Like, come on, bro. He scraped Fury, man. Like, that shit you got to be told. You got to be told. Like, somebody got to tell you, like, man, on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did that on his own. Like, that's in his mind. Like, he's another Fury. When you could box and think about cheating at the same time, man, you good. I'm keeping it real. You know, Fury does that. Fury boxing you, then all of a sudden a fucking forearm on your throat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah. You got to be careful with them type of dudes, and I seen that in
Floyd been putting
Wallin.
the forearm on the neck for years, man.
But not it don't never look the way Fury and Wallin do it. They aggressive with it, man. They using that shit for real. Like Floyd, he used it defensively and to separate in the clinch. These dudes is using it to lean on you. They stopping your circulation on your Adam's apple and then punching with the right hand. These dudes crazy. Shit ain't fair. But I think we got Edwin Solano. What up? Did I get it right? Let me see. See, did I memorize a new number? Yeah, I did. Edwin, what up?
Hello?
What's up? Edwin. We hear you, Edwin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yo, what's up? Hey, I wanted to talk about the Dillian Whyte fight.
Yep.
And I blame it on you, Ness. you broke it down too good. You broke it down too good. and then they didn't want to fight that softball anymore, man. But great show. I just want to throw a little joke in there. And I love it. I love hearing you and Punch Drunk go at it. And, yeah, keep the good work up.
All right, champ.
All right.
Aaron and Cali.
What's up, Ness?
What up?
Yo, Ness, how are you going to get Maurice Sullivan on the phone and not ask him about the Whyte situation with Fury and him pulling out? I can't believe you didn't ask him that question. That was disappointing.
I know.
Anyways, As far as the rankings, I mean, I don't really get caught up. They're all subjective. I mean, look across the board. I mean, you complain about the WBC, but I mean, Wilder's not even ranked in any of the other organizations. So, I mean, what's the big deal? Each organization is subjective. So it is what it is.
He's
I
ranked
mean,
in
my
the
whole
IBF,
thing is,
ain't he? I thought I seen him in the
not ranked in
IBF.
the WBA. You have Daniel Dubois ranked number 1. That's a joke. So, I mean, again, they're all subjective. My whole thing is, at the end of the day, is you put Wilder against any other fighter in any other rankings, you go to Vegas, I mean, Wilder's going to be favored. So
Against any other fighter.
To me, I mean, I don't know. Besides Anthony Joshua and Usyk, maybe. But, I mean, that's maybe. But any other fighter, so what? I mean, Wilder would be favored, would he not?
Against Andy?
Put him against, no, Andy, Whyte. Wilder goes in as a favorite. Does he not?
I did. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think so, man. I mean, I think but the conspiracy theory, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's probably going to happen, because if it's not a conspiracy theory, then we'll see Whyte and Wallin get rescheduled, right? So if it doesn't get rescheduled, then the conspiracy theory is right. And Whyte will be fighting Fury probably sometime in March or April. AJ Usyk, Wilder Ruiz in that time frame. And we'll see what happens after that. So, are they going to reschedule Whyte and Wallin? We'll see.
I doubt it.
I
doubt it.
Okay, then. So then the conspiracy theory is right. Fury and Whyte are going to happen probably in March or April around AJ Usyk, and then I'm sure
You think they're going
Wilder.
to wait that long? I think they should do it before.
Oh, if it's a shoulder injury, then yeah, they're going to say, well, yeah, he needs more time to heal. So they would be stupid to have it go off in December, right?
Like,
because we're going to see all through that.
I feel like you should fight before AJ and Usyk so you could be there.
Yeah, so I'm saying AJ Usyk is probably March, April, so maybe they fight in February, right?
No, listen, I'm
or maybe
just saying, I'm
fight
just
a couple
speaking
weeks
out
before
loud.
then.
I'm just speaking out loud. I thought maybe January was better since Fury
I'll
said
tell you this:
December.
Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn.
Fury had said December before
Frank
he
Warren
fought
and Eddie
Wilder.
Hearn are going to talk. They'll talk and they'll set it up and they'll make sure the fight happens before AJ Usyk, however it plays out. So, ain't no conspiracy theory. It's the truth. It's going to happen.
All right. Well,
if you think,
thanks for calling
that's
in,
my
champ.
call.
Let me get to some other people here. Looking like we got Ruin a 504 trying you again. What up, brother? Ru, you just was there, and now you're gone. Like, we don't hear you again. What in the world is going on with you?
They're having trouble over there in the 504.
Let me try. J Mac, are you available?
Yo.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. You can bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part in all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J Mac, where you at? Where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. Shit is whack. So official with it. Don't check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
What up?
Hey, good morning. So you hating, huh, Adrian? On that 504.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying y'all service over there must be messed up because you going in and out.
Hey, man, I'm messing with you. You must don't listen to my intro. I thought that was good for that comeback when you said.
Skype
Nah, I was happy to hear from you, brother.
Skype hit it on him and hit him with the restart right now. Hawk, I see you on there, but you know you got to press the numero uno. So, yeah, man. Hopefully we could get Coach Xavier Miller on the show. He didn't say when he would not be busy. And right now we got a poll do you believe the injury or the Fury versus Whyte conspiracy? And wow, 63% believe the conspiracy over the injury. That's pretty telling. That's pretty telling. That's a lot of votes.
That's pretty honest opinion. I mean,
that's a lot of votes too. It's over 400.
And
votes.
two, to be honest with you, when has Dillian Whyte pulled out of a fight before because of injury?
I mean, but doesn't that mean we should give him the benefit of the doubt? It's like, when has Dillian Whyte pulled out for injury? So this is true, right? No benefit of the doubt, huh?
Too much fishy stuff going on in boxing right now, Ness. I mean, Fury had COVID, but then was out kicking it. A lot of these dudes do that. So at the end of the day, I mean, it's still fishy, especially considering, yeah, he wants a shot at that WBC title. We know he does. He's been waiting, 800 days now? Or
600 years, maybe. My man. Bro, yo, Whyte. But Whyte is lucky, man. You know, for a dude that complains he hasn't gotten a shot, my man's been on pay-per-view numerous times. He stays in the media. He stays linked with a big name. You know, he's a big name. He's a big name, whether people like it or not. Hawk in Maryland. What's up?
Ain't too much. So Dylan say he hurt now?
Shoulder.
And did they reschedule or is this off?
Not yet. No reschedule yet. Nothing official. Nothing official from the team. This is all from different sources. The Sun, boxing scene, etc., etc. The world.
I mean, you know that Ron be lying too, but Ron Garcia, when he said he was injured, he immediately put out with the injury notice that the fight was being rescheduled. Even though now the dude is talking about fighting possibly Haney, but when Ryan said they was going to postpone, he said postponement. So Dillian Whyte's thing ain't going out as a postponement then. So Dillian's just backing out of the fight. So he can get that shot at Fury. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because Ryan's notice came out with exactly that they are rescheduling the fight. And so Dylan didn't come out like that. Yeah, I think the conspiracy is definitely true.
You got to give it
time.
time.
Trying to get at Fury.
You got to give it time. Ryan said postpone, but they didn't give you no date. They said sometime in 2022. They didn't give you no date.
No, they ain't give up no date, but he did use. I'm just going off the initial words used as if, you know, they try to push it back. Whereas though Dylan is like, he's injured and we're gonna have to just deal with, see what happens after that. So it's a little different to me, with a little notice up front. I believe Dillian Whyte, people, not just Dylan. I think Dylan think he can beat anybody, but I think Dillian Whyte's, you know, coaches or whoever his people are like, you know, don't take that risk before you get your real shot at the title. Because I don't think he was getting past Wallin at all. Even Wallin said he was going to knock him out just like yesterday.
Damn. Hawk, let me get you some callers, man.
Yeah,
J-Mac, we
boss.
back.
Yo.
We hear you.
Okay. Man, I'm glad your call dropped. It gave me a little more time to reflect on what I was about to say. It's mighty funny that he's dropping out of his fight with a fake injury so he can just solidify and make sure he get himself in position for the bigger fight, right?
That's the
pretty
conspiracy.
Much what's going on, right?
That's the conspiracy. That's what people believe.
Yeah.
That people don't want to believe he's injured.
It's not no conspiracy. I believe that. And I did talk to a few of the UK guys on the back call, because I had honestly hopped on when you just came to me, and so I didn't even know what the show was about. But it makes sense. This dude been claiming he been waiting 600 days and all this bullshit, so he ain't about to get his ass whipped before he get his moment. Even though he still go get his ass whipped when he get in the ring with him. I ain't never been a big on Whyte. Whyte to me is just a guy that's been able to make a name off of being signed with Eddie Hearn, pretty much. Pretty much. That's all y'all had.
Yeah. It's just that. I mean, we had Mauricio on.
So who's Wildin fighting? Because I was just about to put some money on that fight. But I guess I'm gonna hold my bet, right?
It's canceled as of now.
Okay, well, shit. I mean, I'm ready to see why get his ass whooped by one of the bigger names anyway, just to prove what it was never been. So that's my call.
But why everybody hate Whyte like that? My man out here fighting top 10 dudes. Like, who else do you know who's an interim champ willing to fight OttoWallin type of fighter? Like, I don't see JoJo Diaz. I don't see Ryan fighting an OttoWallin type of fighter in their division. I ain't see Ryan or JoJo trying to fight Rolly. I ain't see Ryan or JoJo trying to fight, I don't know, Jackson Marinas. I don't see them trying to fight that. Jackson Marinas ain't even nowhere near the level of Whyte. Whyte actually fighting top 10 opposition every time out. Like, I don't even understand it. Why we hating on this dude? Like, before Wallin, he fought Povetkin, who was good enough for Wilder. So why it ain't good enough for Whyte? Then Steve want to hate and say, oh, Whyte lost to Povetkin, but he had a rematch clause, and that's why his position stays where it's at. You know what I mean? He lost and won. You know what I mean? Wilder lost and lost. So it's different.
I don't know. I think people just look at Whyte different. Obviously, I think it's
because he's vulnerable.
It's clear.
He's vulnerable, but doesn't mean that he's a bum. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
not that he's a bum. I think they just don't like him. Like, I think he just has one of those personalities in boxing where fans just they don't fuck with him like that.
Well,
so they don't, you know what I mean? They don't look at that stuff. They just look at a dude that I just don't like this guy.
They just don't. They just ain't looking at boxing because this dude got balls. He fought undefeated Anthony Joshua, undefeated Dave Allen, fucking one-time loss Robert Helenius. You know what I'm saying? One-time loss Joseph Parker. You know, undefeated Oscar Rivas. You know, two-time loss Alexander Povetkin. Like, dudes are just fucking haters. They're just haters. There's no logic behind that. None of them names is whack. Not even Derek Chisora is a whack name. Like, none of them names is whack. Dudes are just straight, legit haters. Oh, Lucas Brown was also undefeated when he beat him. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you giving Robert Helenius credit. He having 2 fights with Adam Kovnacki, losing to Gerald Washington. Whyte beat him. You understand? He ain't getting knocked out, and he ain't having rematches with that dude. So I don't know. Yeah, Stephen in the UK, what you want me to not say the dude's name? He was undefeated when Whyte fought him. You could laugh at Dave Allen, and he beat Lucas Brown. He made it to be a pay-per-view fighter. He did better than 90% of boxers in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Dave Allen was poppy pay-per-view. Don't try to act like you forgot. Dude's got short-term memory, man. Short-term memory. Poppy
and that's
pay-per-view.
what I'm saying. Look. If you're going through his resume, that's what I'm saying. People just don't like him. They don't resonate with him. I think it's more of that, not that he hasn't accomplished anything.
And that's what I'm saying. It ain't that they don't like Adrian. It's straight up hate. Because us Americans beg for fighters to act like Clubber Lane, and that's what the fuck he doing. When he ain't Clubber Lane, he talking shit to every single of your favorite fighter. If it's AJ, if it's Wilder, if it's Fury, he on their neck. Why we don't like that? That's what we want.
It might be different if he was from America. I
exactly.
mean, you gotta think about the audience we have.
Exactly.
You know, if he was from America and doing all that crazy shit, we'd probably love him.
Exactly. They hate him.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm just undecided about Dillian Whyte. You know, like, for me,
what's to be undecided about? Listen, it's two things.
Just like, I think he's a good fighter, but like, when I watch a Dillian Whyte fight, I'm not rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm entertained and I watch him fight, but he's not that dude. I'm like, yeah, I hope he whoops this guy's ass.
So we praising Wilder for fighting Fury, who was the best, but he lost twice, and we not gonna praise Whyte for fighting the top 10 best.
I mean, it's not about praising him. It's just, you know, I mean, I like watching him. I like watching him fight if I can catch it, if it's at a time that I can, but I don't follow him like that.
I hear you. I follow Whyte. I've been wanting Wilder to fight Whyte, but I see that y'all hating. It's crazy. Who we got? Is this my man Wallace? Who this? Josh, Dallas, what up?
Yo, what up, Ness?
What's good?
What's good, Adrian? I done missed the last 2 days. Ain't been able to call in because I've been at work. But man, y'all were tripping on Monday with Punch. Both of y'all were arguing about like the same thing, both making good points. And you can get. I'll pay for like a counter punch if I take too long. But Punch only has like one good point whenever he said that Devin should have moved out of the WBC tournament to the IBF to fight Loma. That's about the only good thing he said, because if you go back to like Devin's last fight on Showtime, he had like 17 IBF belts behind him, all the regional belts. So that would have been a good one. And then yesterday with Shakur and Jamel Herring, I think that fight ain't really getting promoted that good and all that, because it's kind of a one-sided fight unless Jamel makes Shakur fight on the inside, which we haven't seen him do at all in 16 fights. So that'd be interesting. And Otto was gonna smoke Whyte, and Whyte knew that. That's why he pulled out. He might as well just get that big payday from Fury. But that's my call.
All right, champ.
Here's a bigger question.
Oh, my bad.
Real quick.
Go for it.
Are you mad at Whyte? If we find out later, let's say he gets the fight with Fury. Obviously, that's speculation. Are you gonna be mad at Whyte for pulling out, knowing that the shoulder injury is bullshit?
Nah, because he's fighting a tougher fighter.
Okay, I just want your opinion on are we gonna be mad as the public if he faked the injury to get out of a fight to
we'll
to
never
get a shot
know
at the title?
The truth is, we ain't never gonna know that he fake it. We ain't never gonna know. Look, everybody thought Ryan was faking, and then he was in the hospital bed, and they got pictures of him on a wheelchair getting release. You know, they don't let you walk out, so we never gonna know. We never gonna know.
That's my point. We ain't gonna be. I mean, no one's gonna be mad if we see a Whyte Fury fight.
Let me get to Dami.
Yeah. Yo, Ness, what go on?
What up?
Long time. Yeah, man. You got TBV done now. Yeah, man. Obviously, Dillian Whyte's my guy and that. And, okay, then like Ness just said, innit? We're never going to know for sure whether it's fate or what. But one thing we do know is he deserves his shot, and now he's got it. You get me? So that's just that. Yeah, whether like him, dislike him. That other guy, I'm sorry. You asked him how much time, what you don't like about him. You don't even know. He just hate. It's just hating. You know what I'm saying? It's clear as day. Hating. Yeah. Everything that we want from a heavyweight boxer, we get in Dillian. You know what I'm saying? He's on everybody. Whether he ain't got the most skills, but he's on it, and he's got the heart to fight anyone in it. You know what I'm saying? And man, I just hating, bro. And obviously yesterday's show I never got to call in it. You get me? I could have had to go, but as for TL Film, that geezer is obviously scared, fam. It's like, come on, real recognize real. Yeah, you ain't trying to fight, fam. Like Devin says, you want to do everything, you want to say everything, but let's fight. Yeah, all the time. This, that. He knows he's not undisputed. The word undisputed means there's no dispute. Well, there obviously is. You get me? So get in the ring and fight and stop all this. Ness, how much you want to bet that this geezer will not fight Devin? Even though he said it, he shook the hands. Guaranteed there's going to be an excuse after this Camboso, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Guaranteed he won't fight him, bro. He's going to move up, dance around, do the ducking thing. Yeah. And as for that nigger comment, obviously I understand American culture is different, and like you guys accept that. You've got like, essays and all that who say that, but you know what I'm saying? We don't say that. Like, and I'm sorry, like if he comes to UK and calls one of these UK boxers that word, yeah, he's in real problems. So we have to understand, yeah, like just mind your business, like just because we say it. And like I heard Punch's excuse, like, oh yeah, well it's popular culture, and we're just part of the culture. End of the day, you're not part of that culture, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you've got your own culture. Celebrate that, innit? Like, you don't hear us running around saying SA this and come on, Holmes, yeah, hombre. Now we're not doing it. So why you can't just, you get me, this one thing, you can't just let us have that, fam. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, in my eyes, he's a white guy who called a black man a nigger, and that's just no. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is keep that over there. Don't ever come to UK calling black people that word. Not happening. But anyway, big up yourself, Ness. Don't know the thing. And I'm out.
All right. So, according to the ruling, the WBC exact ruling was that if Tyson Fury can't agree to a fight with Alexander Usyk within the 30 days after defeating Deontay Wilder, he must defend versus interim champion Dillian Whyte. And Dillian Whyte still holds that belt. So, despite the Otto Wallin fight reportedly being off, it looks set to still get his mandatory shot, and that is Whyte. We're going to pound for pound, or is it Mastermind? Sorry about that. Mastermind.
To this day. To this day. Sing along if you know the words. Come on. To this day. Come on.
Yo.
What up? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah. Listen, everything you said on today's show, spot on. Nobody really knows whether he had an injury or not. And frankly, I just want him to get his shot at the belt. So I'd rather see him fight Fury. And yeah, hopefully they make that fight. Hopefully Fury doesn't retire, because I have a feeling Fury is not so keen on fighting Whyte. But we'll see what happens. I missed yesterday's show. The one about AJ shopping for trainers. And yeah, I'm just really glad he's finally letting go of the Kraken. I've always wanted him to sort of let go of the Kraken. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know if Ronnie Shields is the best trainer for him. I don't know. I would have wanted him to train with someone from the Kronk gym, because I feel like that Kronk style would have been perfect for AJ.
So you want Jonathan Banks?
But here's the thing. I don't know. Jonathan Banks, I think you said it yesterday. He's not been impressive with Triple G. So, and let's face it, did he really teach Klitschko anything? I mean, Klitschko really learned from Manny Stewart. He didn't really learn from Jonathan Banks, did he? So I don't even know if he's proven as a trainer, Jonathan Banks. So I'm not even sure about that. I would have liked this guy. This guy's an old school trainer based in Detroit. I forgot his name now. What's that guy's name?
Based in Detroit.
Yeah. He trains this heavyweight that is with Don King. What's that guy's name? The one that's number one in WBA.
Oh, Trevor Bryant.
Yeah, his trainer.
Who's his trainer?
I forgot his name. His name completely gone off my head. He used to train Mike Tyson back in the day.
Stacy McKinley?
That's the one. That's the one.
He's based out of Florida, though. He had the Nigerian heavyweight that got knocked out on BBC.
What Nigerian heavyweight?
Man, you crazy. I can't pronounce that dude's name, bro. I met him, though. I met him. He was big. I couldn't believe he got knocked out. I actually thought he was going to be better than what he was. But, yeah, I met him in person out here in Florida at the Heavyweight Factory. Yeah, Stacy McKinley used to train him. If that's who you talking about, I don't know. I don't know,
Yeah, the guy I'm talking about, he trained Gamboa as well. He was Gamboa's trainer when he fought Davis.
David who?
When he fought Javante. When Gamboa fought
Davis.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm going to have to look up pictures of that fight.
Yeah. Stacey McKinney. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, I met Stacey
Yeah.
too. He was cool. He's very conceited, I swear.
Yeah, you should actually invite him on your show. He's got a lot of boxing knowledge and experience.
Yeah, but he loves to talk about that. It's like, yo, bruv, I get you. he be like,
Yeah, but
he'll tell you everybody he trained and emphasize how long he been in the sport. It's like, yo, I got you. That's why I'm here.
yeah, be good to have him, bro. But yeah, though, I'm looking forward to hopefully Whyte and Fury can get in the ring, maybe early next year or late this year. I mean, Fury said he would fight Whyte this year, didn't he? He said when he made that hit list, he said he'll fight Whyte in December or something. So yeah, make it happen.
For sure, champ. Let me get to LV Slugger. Where is it? Yo, he got a new intro, bruv, and this is new for me, so I gotta remember where I put it.
So you're gonna play like 3 other people's intros till you get to the right one?
Nah. It's here somewhere. There you go. Because it's just new. So I don't know the placement of it.
Only time y'all see me in Rays is when I turn into the Bronze Bomber. I want a body, and he gonna be the body. The ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
SDS Promotions.
Was he right?
LV Slugger. Yo, what up? Man, intro heavy Wilder. Where you at, fams? You let me play that intro and then dip off? What up?
TPV, what up?
What's goody?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, man, I'm disappointed, man. I'm definitely disappointed. I was looking forward to this one. I think with this win right here, this would have been definitely a good win for him to just go ahead and, get his title shot. But I mean, if this what he doing, if the conspiracy, if this true, you know what I'm saying, if that's what he got to do to get it, I mean, I can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Go and get that money. So he has been, I guess, he's been complaining for a minute. So, I mean, I guess the Whyte Fury fight is a better fight as far as, and I ain't going to just say better because I think Fury might wipe him, but I'm just saying, like, it's a bigger fight than for him than a Wallin Whyte. You know what I mean? So, but I do think, him being one fight removed from being slept, I wouldn't mind like an eliminator. You know what I'm saying? Get him like another good fight before just getting him the title shot. He is one fight removed from a man that just, he's retired now. You know what I mean? The dude he beat. I mean, I'm not even gonna go into detail about it. I mean, it is what it is. The man retired. So I just felt like a Wallin would have been a good name for him to go ahead and just get his title shot, no questions, just go ahead and let him get it. But if he doing what he got to do to fight Fury, it is what it is. I'm definitely gonna be tuned there. And on that Wilder tip, you know what I'm saying? I don't agree. I mean, it is what I think that's just a money thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that Wilder Fury 4 fight is just a big money fight. So WBC, they bought their money. So I believe that's the reason why that position, how they did that. But I'm not trying to see that 4 fight no time soon. So if I was, I would want Wilder to go another route. You know what I'm saying? With another sanctioned body other than WBC. But I mean, if that's his way to get close to a title shot, I mean, he do what he got to do. But I don't want to see the 4 fight no time soon, man. But yeah, Whyte, man. Hopefully we get the fight soon, man. Him and Fury. It's gonna be a good fight. But yeah, that's all. That's all I gotta say.
All right. I got my Gene Bed. What up?
What's good, Ness?
What
up?
Good
morning. Man, I definitely think this man is ducking. We all knew, at least the hardcore fans knew, that this fight was going to be a tough fight. I had Otto winning. I thought he was going to outbox him. Disappointment, but it's politics, bro. It's these games that this generation of boxers like to do.
But let's sit back for a minute and think that he's not injured. Are you really considering it ducking? He's fighting a tougher fighter.
Yeah, I'm considering it ducking because you're taking away the ability of the other fighter getting that fight.
Bro, we gave him that ability. It wasn't no mandatory. It wasn't no elimination bout. It wasn't ordered. I selected him. I blessed him. I gave him that opportunity. Now you're turning on me for thinking about me? Like, you guys are crazy for real. It wasn't mandated, bro. This wasn't. This is Dillian Whyte being a fucking dog and not getting respect. So if I'm Dillian Whyte, that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, you motherfuckers didn't respect I was gonna fight him? Well, cool. Now I'm not gonna fight him. You think I'm a bum? I'm fighting all top 10 fighters, and all you do is call me bums and names? Well, good. Now I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to wait for my shot like all your fucking favorite fighters do. They just wait and wait and wait and wait and fight bums and bums and bums until they get their shot. Come on, bro.
I never said he was a bum. I'm just saying he ducked. Because, okay, yes,
how you
it wasn't
ducking
mandated.
A tougher fighter,
it wasn't mandated, but then why take the fight? Why didn't you just wait for Fury and Wilder to get to finish squaring what they needed to square off? That's it.
This comes from you being spoiled by Dillian Whyte. He's been too nice to you. He gave fucking Otto the shot. I want you to find me another top 5 fighter.
It's not about what he did. It's
of course
about what
he's
doing.
Of course
it's about what he's doing.
No,
he's ducking.
He's
Otto.
doing it. He's doing it because you don't respect him. You as a community. You as boxing fans. Y'all sitting here thinking he's not injured. Y'all accusing him of not being injured.
We know he's not. You know he's not injured.
Oh, I know he's not injured. We thought Ryan wasn't injured. I see plenty of hospital pics.
Man, Ryan's a sissy, bro. That hand was okay. See? That shit wasn't even that bad.
See?
He called him a sissy.
See what it's really about? You see what it's really about?
Yo, but anyway, that's my 2 cents, man. Fucking, stop the ducking, man. Stop the ducking. But it's all right. I guess we still got a good fight, so we still win in the end as fans. But it is what it is. I like Otto, so. But great job, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
I just can't get over the fact that people are calling you ducking when you gave him the opportunity. You decided the same way you decided to fight Ant. You chose him. How you ducking? You sent the contract. You gave the opportunity. Like, these dudes are out of control. I can't believe it, man. Ducking has changed in 2021. Everything is ducking these days. Lord, who is up next, man? Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of this show. We got Ronnie Shields on an exclusive yesterday when he was, just got done training with AJ. And now we got Mauricio Suleiman, short notice. Hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead and support the show. It's absolutely free to share it on your social media. Absolutely free to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Remember, we're trying to get to 130,000 right now. It looks like we're at 129,600 and 706. We made it, baby. We moving. Slow grind, better than no grind. Let me tell you. We going out to Marlon So Icy. Are you available? All right, what up?
What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I just want to call in, so I just decided to jump on. It still would be ducking. I get what you said. He's ducking for a tougher, he's stepping out to get and secure a bag for a tougher opponent, a bigger fight, all of that stuff.
Don't do this, Marlon, because I'm about to give you an ill example and you ain't going to like it. Don't do this. You know it ain't ducking. Because if you get offered the Dominic Crowder fight or fucking Jamel Charlo fight, Jamel Herring fight for a title, what you going to do?
That's what I'm saying. It would.
So
you
it
can
ain't
still say
ducking.
ducking, but you're just going for a better opportunity. It's a better
tougher
reason of
fight.
your ducking.
It's a tougher fight. It's a tougher fight. It's not a better opportunity. It's a tougher. Man, we just seen what the fuck Tyson Fury did. He ain't no game. You don't get in there. That ain't.
Yeah,
no,
but you
ain't just
guaranteeing
taking
the bag is what it is. You're guaranteed the bag, so
You're
that
not
risk
even-
is really
Bruh, you're not even guaranteed to be alive after that fight. What are we talking about? I mean, listen, if you a Deontay Wilder fan, you calling him a warrior. You putting him at number 2. You believe no one else beats Tyson Fury. So what the fuck does he do to Whyte? Probably kills him. If he almost killed our warrior, what the fuck does he do to Whyte? But you saying he ducking when he taking a fight that's more life-threatening. Y'all tripping, man. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
I don't blame him. I take I'll take it too though. So I understand it 100%. But other than that, man, I want to say, man, hey, everybody who ain't tuned in to me, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, at Marlon Swicy Sims. I'll be back in the ring making this is my 10th pro fight, and that is for December 4th here in Minnesota. And I'm happy to be back in, and hopefully this year I can stay busy.
Shout out to you, champ. Let me see. We got Matthew. What up? Matthew, you gotta unmute. I had to mute you, champ.
Hit the button.
There you go.
Hello, can you hear me now?
We hear you.
Yeah, man. I think it's the right decision for Dillian Whyte to get out of that fight. He's going into a tougher fight. I think Tyson Fury will knock him out with a stiff cronk jab. I don't think Tyson Fury will maul Dillian Whyte the same way he does Wilder, because Dillian Whyte is a naturally bigger, stronger man, and he's better on the inside. I think we'll see something more like Tyson Fury, Chisora 2, but a bit worse, because Tyson Fury is going to be heavier.
Listen, we got to remember that when we think of Fury, we're thinking of a pre-Fury, pre-Crunk. You know, mentality's different. They're not going to let him box. You heard him. You heard that clip went viral of Sugar Hill Stewart telling man, use the jab, knock this motherfucker out. Like, yo, I don't think they're going to let him box Whyte. You know, that just ain't the Crunk style no more, man.
Tyson Fury will definitely be going for the knockout, but I just feel that Dillian Whyte is an actual 250-pound man. Deontay Wilder is a blown up to 240-pound man, and he's not good on the inside. Dillian Whyte's got a very dangerous hook. I think Tyson Fury will pick him to pieces from the outside, then go in for the kill. Obviously, I see Tyson Fury knocking him out for sure. Because Dillian Whyte's a big
I can't disagree
dosser.
with you, man. He does have a beautiful left hook, and he works well with the uppercuts.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. But I just think that the way to Fury, that size, that range, you know, you punching down on a person. He's longer, taller, heavier. Man, that's what I'm saying. How are you ducking when you've taken on a totally tougher package? It's like you leveling up.
You're taking on the toughest person you could possibly fight.
But I hit him, man. Matthew, thank you for calling in. We got Stainless.
I said that. Where the ace at? Where the ace at?
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good? You can hear me?
What's good, Stainless? I can hear you.
Man, is that Adrian?
That's the Roman, man.
Yeah.
Look here, bruh, man. Special request. Don't you ever leave this, man, with one of these other podcast hosts that's fanboys for another fighter. You know, we had an 18-hour show. What was that, Monday? Monday with Punch Drunk here just pleading for Teofimo Lopez, man. And we needed somebody that's, I'm going to say, stable-minded like you, man, to just bring them back to life. But
my man was crying on the inside talking about Teofimo Lopez and stuff. So welcome back, man. Don't disappear no more on me, bro. It's either Ness Solo Dolo or Ness and Adrian running with these clowns, man. Always appreciate the content. Now, on to this Whyte talk. He got a shoulder injury, or is that Wallin? Because I keep hearing y'all talking about.
They saying Whyte got an injury.
Ah, man, that's sad, man. If assuming that it's true and he's gonna have to pull out this fight, man, it seems like Whyte don't seem to be able to get any luck in the WBC. Man, I hope that it still happens, but if it don't, man, it don't. And what they gonna do then does that make Wallin the mandatory?
What? Wallin was a nothing. He had no elimination. This wasn't a mandatory or an ordered.
So Whyte just get to hold the mandatory spot then?
What you mean? He is the mandatory. He the interim champ. He fought to be that.
That's what I'm saying. He gets to hold that spot.
Of course. He gets his shot at Fury.
I still think
unless for whatever reason they mandate it to happen within a certain amount of time and he's forced to, forced to remove himself due to the injury. So like if they you got to negotiate for 30 days or y'all got to fight in 90 days, is his shoulder going to be injured and be able to have a training camp and put the fight on? And if not, they pass over.
Man, I hope that don't happen. I mean, I didn't mind the Whyte and Wallin fight. I thought Wallin might test him, but I want to see Dillian Whyte fight. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he's a fighter, man. Like, I done seen him in there with what we consider some of the top tier competition of the heavyweight division, and he don't seem scared to fight them. So, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like we was going to get a good fight. So, hopefully,
and that's going to be a beautiful build-up. Him and Fury, that's a great build-up. That's going to be some shit talking.
And they got history from, like, amateurs and Olympics or something, too, right? I mean, Whyte was pretty much fresh then, but they got their sparring stories too. So it's a great build up, good thing that can happen, man. And I say I'm a fan of boxing, so either way, I'm good, man. Just a little moving off subject a little bit to the Shakur and Jamel thing. That's another thing I'm excited for. That's this weekend, right? Because people had me confused last weekend, thinking it was.
Yeah, that's this weekend. That's this weekend.
All right, cool. I'll be ready for that, man. That's all I got, man. Thank y'all fellas as usual, because y'all keep me in touch with boxing. Everybody else, it might be clickbait. I know if I click on y'all that y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a discussion. It ain't gonna be, this is what we said this is what boxing saying. Y'all, that's what I always appreciate about the show, because it keep me up to date better than most boxing fans. But I gotta get back to work, man. As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. You ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid. Shout out to BRT. Peace.
Shout out. Stainless, pound for pound.
Stainless in the building.
Let me get to... Where am I? So lost.
James Payne is my name, partner, how about you? Standing on my property and I'm gonna see about you. If I come out on my porch, I see you chilling in your wheel. Boy, I hope you know somebody better be waiting on the bitch. James Payne, baby, see me pissing on the post. If we're playing basketball, you might see me in the post.
Yo, you hear me?
We hear you, Mr. Payne. What it do?
Yo, TBV, the best part of waking up. Y'all know the slogan from the 80s, man. TBV and my motherfucking cup, man. Shout out to Doomy, shout out to Ness, Adrian in the building. What's good, TBV, man?
Man, same old, man. I want to know how you feel about people or, considering Whyte a duck, labeling him many different names. I actually got a poll going right now. Which states, why do you dislike Dillian Whyte? Number one poll answer is because he disrespected Wilder. That's 9% of the votes. So actually there are people out there that feel that way. Then the next one is Whyte fights weak opponents. 8% believe that. And then the next is, I just think he's not good. 23 believe that. But 60% of the logic or excuse me, sane thinking boxing fans believe that Whyte is a dog and they rock with Whyte. Where does Dillian Whyte fall for you?
I definitely think Dillian Whyte is dog status, man. I'd say probably a year and a half ago, I felt like he fought weaker opponents. I felt like he was definitely disrespecting the champ at that time, and Deontay Wilder. Would have been a little bit more than a year and a half, but I didn't like the disrespect for our American champion at that time. I felt like he was fighting weaker opponents. So I really wasn't rocking with Whyte, but it's the things that I see Dillian Whyte doing outside the ring, on top of the fact of how he rebounded in the Povetkin rematch, how he got the knockout after getting knocked out. Just his willingness to step in the ring with anybody that they're giving him over at Matchroom and whoever he's with at this point. So I think he's dog status, man.
I agree, man. Let me get to some of these super chats. We got the best dad ever, who's actually celebrating 3 months of membership as a contender. So shout out to the best dad ever for the support here on YouTube members. And his free super chat for being a member is, when Lopez chooses to fight Tank over Haney, don't say Lopez ducking Haney. We going off your logic. Sly face. I'm not sure that Tank is in Lopez's division, so he would have to be jumping out of the division to fight Tank. So I can see that being considered a duck. See, Fury and Whyte, that there is no division. That's it. It's the heavyweight, same division as Wallin. It's a little different if Tio chooses to have a super fight with a dude out of the division versus becoming undisputed with a dude in your division. So, I don't know, best dad ever. You wasted your free super chat. Sorry. But we do got Punch, another T.O. fan, and I guess that's why they coming in the way that they are. He says, Devin Haney, a promoter, correct? Time to petition immediately. It's free. To BTOs, mandatory now. Shout out to Punch. Who we got next? Trav FDY. Trav says, damn, Ness. This was going to be the next money. Oh, we made that. We said that one. But anyway, they said this was going to be the next moneymaker. This injury is the best thing that could have happened to Whyte because he was going to lose. And this is actually Trav FDY that I'm telling you about that is a fantastic bettor. So you might as well follow his YouTube channel. He does put out breakdowns from time to time on certain fights that he feels strongly about if you want to get them tips. Candy Slim, didn't Whyte say he dropped Fury multiple times in sparring? Maybe that's why the gypsy Dazn is ducking. Styles make fights. I don't understand why people saying Fury's even ducking. Like, when have we heard that Fury said, I'm not fighting Whyte? Like, lately, recently. London runs boxing with the next one. He says, WBC already confirmed Wallin couldn't win the Mando, only Whyte. Exclamation emoji. Glove emoji. We going out to in Essex.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Hey, top of the morning and good day, UK, man. Skipper, what we got going today, man? We talking about this Dillian Whyte and OttoWallin calamity, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm so glad we have, to me, the best community in boxing because I'm sure many of my comrades, my constituents, and my compatriots have shared the same sentiment already. Dillian Whyte shouldn't have been in this fight with OttoWallin. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the guys quoted it. I think Brandon, the super producer, shout out to SDS Promotions. He was like the Haney of the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? So it's about time, if the politics are going to work out in boxing, if they're going to play out, let them play out in Dillian Whyte's favor. Maybe Wallin might, I don't want to speak too, speculative, but maybe they said, Wallin, we got you with something. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? Dillian Whyte is always willing to do business. You know what I'm saying? We always know he's willing to take fights. So we know he's not pulling an injury to duck the fight. He's looking for a better opportunity. He don't want to lose the opportunity he believed he was entitled to. So yeah, it's a lot of speculation. It's a lot of hand under the dress making Mona Lisa smile. But I'm glad she cheesing, man, because I'm cheesing right along with her, man. Let the politics in boxing play out positive. This is a positive in my mind, man. So anybody that don't want to see Fury and Whyte is out of their fucking mind. All right, we've seen politics take these fights in a fucked up direction. Who doesn't want to see Fury Whyte? So let us have that. Let Wallin do what he's gonna do. Yeah, let's get it, man. I like that.
Yo, stay on. Yo, guys, remember yesterday I was just talking, and J-Mag's like, yo, why are you saying that? And I'm like, oh no, it's just funny that mybookie.ig has prop bets for who's more likely for Wilder and Fury to fight. Yesterday, Dillian Whyte was like a 130 to fight Tyson. Today, he's a plus 110, which means, again, yesterday I told you he had the highest probability. Now, he's 20 points less, which means he has even more of a probability. So I'm just saying, put a little something on that plus 110 on Dillian, you know what I mean? $10 makes you a cool 30, 100 makes you a cool 300. So I'm just saying, Dillian Whyte plus 110, he's more likely to fight Tyson Fury. When we considering Deontay Wilder, they got Usyk being the most likely, and I'm just like, do they know something I don't know? Like, are they assuming Usyk's gonna beat AJ and then call out Wilder? Because honestly, that's the only way Usyk can be the most probable option for Wilder next. And again, this is based off the betting bookies on mybookie.ag. AG. And as you can see here, it says, who will Tyson Fury fight next? And Dillian Whyte is the most probable, but for Deontay Wilder's option, the most probable option is Usyk, which just has me, thinking like, do they know that Usyk's that much of a dog that he's the type of guy that wants to like just challenge himself with such a big man? I don't even know what it means. I'm just asking y'all though. I wanted to bring that up because it's interesting. But remember, if you're gonna make that bet, make sure to use that code BETTBV right here on my bookie, because they're the only one that even got this prop bet. They're the only ones, that I know of, thinking this far ahead. And now with the conspiracy of Fury Whyte, you might as well put that money on Dillian Whyte to be next for Fury. But what up?
Yo, you know what? I'm thinking to myself, if they put it out there like that, does that mean the long run could potentially be because of, I guess, the static afterwards, a Fury Wilder 4? I heard some people talk. I don't want to see it personally, but suppose you put Usyk and Wilder in there, right? Usyk is a boxer. Wilder's the power puncher. Give the power puncher one last shot at glory, right? Give Fury and Whyte, resolve that, and then somehow, or the eventual winner is going to be Fury and Usyk. So, I don't know. I'm just using my speculative mind, but it still kind of makes sense. Am I bugging?
No, to me, it don't make sense. If AJ loses again to Usyk, it would be boxing history for Usyk to decide not to fight Fury and fight Wilder instead. It would make no logical sense. But again,
I'm with you.
If somehow Fury is busy with Whyte, who's his mandatory, then I guess Usyk can do a voluntary. But again, why Wilder? Unless you want to prove to the world.
Why you choose Wilder as your voluntary?
No, unless you want to prove to the world that you're the baddest man on the planet. So you beating all challenges, which is still crazy to me.
That's stupid, but I think Usyk's a little bit crazy. There's a little bit of crazy in there. Yeah, he got a different type of personality.
Yeah,
you really do.
If Usyk If
Damn,
Usyk
I lowered the
was to
wrong finger.
call out and challenge Wilder, I'd say he got some big balls, man.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people would call him crazy because it's like it's an unnecessary risk. Doesn't matter how bad they
Yes.
think Wilder is. It's like to them it would be an unnecessary risk.
I mean, you're always going to be subject to that right hand. I mean, Fury fell twice. You know, he's still a power puncher. Usyk's much smaller than Fury. You know, actually, you know, Deontay will get to punch down and won't be punching up. That's a big difference. I mean, I wouldn't take that risk if I had all those belts. I'm just saying.
Man, I don't know what team. I don't know what team would advise you to take that risk. That's what I'm saying. Like the bookies are crazy having him so. He's the most probable again, which doesn't make sense to me. Don't make sense. Like, I mean, unless Wilder is like, unless PBC, and now I'm going off the deep end. Okay, this is me. You know, strap on your space helmets. We're astronauts right now because unless Wilder can produce, you know, obviously the 50 million was real because they offered Canelo 40. If they could produce some crazy money to Usyk to be his voluntary, that's the only way. Like, why else would Usyk care to give Wilder a shot in the interim while waiting for Fury? Like, but. You know, bookies have been right a lot.
And so this was my question. I know the fellas mentioned something. I think I heard Adrian. I'm not sure if that was James Payne Lethal, but I'm not sure if the punching down is, you know, how much that weighs in. But I'm more asking and telling you guys, does Usyk feel like if I can't get out of the way of that right hand, like I suck, like his right hand or not, the guy cannot outbox me. So it's dangerous because of the power, but you kind of got to be standing there. Is that arrogance or is it confidence or am I missing something?
I don't even know how to assess it because, you know, this ain't Usyk saying it. This the bookies assuming it.
No. Listen, but again, we're just assuming because I want to go off of the strategies. The fellas, you know, they gave us a good point about Wilder having the opportunity to punch down. And I want to know if a fighter chose that fight where we're looking at it as saying, you know, you don't want to put yourself in that position. Unnecessary risk against a powerful fighter that's going to be punching down. A fighter that still takes that risk. Is he confident or is he arrogant? I'm trying to ask more for me, I guess.
He's confident. I mean, you're confident. If you really feel that you can outbox the guy, beat him up for 12 rounds, I mean, that's pure confidence because he might not even be thinking, I'm going to knock Wilder out. He's probably thinking, I'm going to beat this dude all 12 rounds. I'm that much better than him. He ain't landing shit. I'm just going to make him look bad for 12 rounds.
I'm going to try to call Aegis. I never called this dude. I'm going to try and call him because I'm interested to see what he thinks about what these bookies think. That's crazy to me. I don't know. That don't even make sense, you know?
Yeah, no, that's
and
just a crazy
Wilder's fights. I was just gonna make a comment in all Wilder's fights previous to the Fury trilogy. I mean, he has shown tendencies that he can be outboxed, and if guys can last, if they can avoid their right hand, Wilder can be outboxed. He can be beat on points with a decision, but it never made it that far. He always found a way to land the right hand. So, good luck.
Yep, Ortiz twice. I mean, Ortiz was putting some rounds on Wilder throughout both them fights, and but you know, Wilder just he hit him and it was over.
I mean, this gonna sound crazy to the callers probably, but I feel like Spilka, before he got spilled, Spilka looked decent, but then he got spilled all over the canvas, you know?
Definitely was looking decent.
Spilka gave it everything, though. You know what I mean? That dude went in there. He was like, I'm knocking this dude out or getting knocked out. But that's how he's always fought. And, yeah, I mean, it was a good fight up until, you know, he got hit.
Yes, sir.
It was over with.
Another thing about Spilka, he's not a traditional heavyweight, similar to Usyk. Yeah. Usyk's not a real heavyweight.
Yeah, but it would be Usyk trying to just, again, say, yo, I'm the baddest man. Look, I'm going to beat this guy better than Fury. Like, that would be his storyline, and that just sounds crazy to me. Sounds like, why take that unnecessary risk?
Unless you want to be a legend. I mean, that'd be like, honestly, if you really think about it, if we going into crazy space, if Usyk were to beat Wilder and then go on to beat Fury, I mean, he'd be up there with a lot of heavyweights in all-time history.
Or what if to him the Wilder fight is less risk because he's saying, I don't want to have to box with a big guy. I've been in there with a big guy that people said had power. He might feel, again, this is all our speculation, but, you know, he's a southpaw too, like Spielka. I think he's a much, better fighter than Spielka, you know? So for him, I guess, you know, if he's confident, he's saying, you know, I'm not going to get hit. I can avoid that, or I'm strong enough and I'm skilled enough. I can roll those punches, and I don't see him setting up the hit. Maybe that's the easier fight. You know what I'm saying? If all you have to avoid is the power versus Fury, you got to avoid, you know, a bear in ballerina shoes with a fucking jab like Larry Holmes.
So I guess what you're saying is that the reason he would fight Wilder in this crazy galaxy is because he wants to test the super heavyweight division before fighting the super heavyweight champ. I mean, that's the, like, again, to fight Wilder before Fury is like, why?
Insanity.
You're a warrior if you do that shit, though. I'm telling you, you're a gladiator if that's what your plan is.
Yeah.
But who does he have a better chance of beating, in the community's opinion? Who does he have a better chance of beating?
I don't think he beats either, but I don't see the skill that y'all see. You know, I'm being criticized of hating him for whatever reason. I just think he's small, and you know, Wilder and Fury put him out. But let me get to these super chats.
I thought the same thing about AJ.
Let me get to these super chats. Yeah, I know. I did pick AJ. I got Jeffrey that says, what do you think of Tio not giving Loma a rematch? The fight was closer than the scorecards. Andre Ward had it a draw. How did you see it? So I definitely seen Tio winning, and obviously everybody on the panel can answer. I seen Tio winning, and I'm not upset he didn't give a rematch. Back then, my reason was they didn't want to give him a rematch clause. It was a one-way. So, right? Like, why do it? You know what I mean? Why go into a unification and give a rematch if they ain't giving you one? Walk away and make them pay you more for the fight. Plus, remember, they only wanted to give him like 1.2, so he really needs to negotiate up for the rematch. They were paying Loma at the time of that fight. Loma was getting paid over $3 million. So it's like, damn, you only giving me half to unify? But yeah, that's how I feel. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm with that. If it's a one-way street, if you wasn't trying to give me mine back, I don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, all I find, all I keep, all I don't, all I sneak. That's it.
What about you, James?
Run it back, man.
Run it back?
Yeah, man. Run it back.
Hey, listen. Oh, shit. Did Bitcoin go up to 66? God damn it. That's crazy. I just took all that out. Let me see this. Yeah, I don't know about running it back. For more money, we could run it back. God damn.
Yeah.
Yo, they almost at 67,000. Damn, it's really about to go to 100,000, bro. That's insane. If we'd have just believed in the beginning of the year. That's insane. We have WM that says, plot twist. WBC will elevate Fury to franchise. WBC will mandate Whyte versus Ruiz for the vacant title. I hope not. They know they might have a riot on their hands. Let me tell them. They can't,
yes, sir.
They can't keep doing that. They can't keep doing that in every fucking division. No way. No way, no how. And he made it seem today like at the next convention, they're going to address some of those issues. They want it to look more like the way that it looks for Francisco Estrada and Chocolatito. than the way that it looks for Haney and Lopez. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that in the end of this month, when the convention happens, we're gonna get some sort of corrections and amendments to the franchise status title. You know, hopefully they abolish it is what I would really love them to do. Just get it out of here altogether.
Yes, sir.
We got an 11-month champ. Shout out to Steve. For being a champ for 11 months, he gets his free super chat. He says, I like the first fight, Whyte versus Wallin. A shame it isn't happening. What will Wallin do now, though? Whyte has options. Maybe Otto gets Hellenius? I mean, Hellenius is cool, but they ranked him at like 12. Like, if they wouldn't have ranked him so poorly, then I would recommend him to fight Hellenius. But, like, you're going to go fight a number 13 dude. They're going to rank you 13. And let's be real. Wallin is not even ranked in the BC. That's crazy. He must have not been paying him sanction fees because, like, with that fight with Fury, he should have been ranked in the BC, and he is not. So he was really getting lucky fighting the interim champ. You know what I'm saying? AMG, talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Ness? Everybody on the panel, what's going on?
What up?
Yeah, man, I'm up. I was actually going to put a little bit of money on
Everybody
on Otto.
was, champ. Everybody was.
Yeah, damn. But overall, I mean, do I rather see Dillian Whyte? Because I actually had Otto winning, so do I rather see Dillian Whyte versus Fury? Yes, I do think that's a more exciting fight, more exciting build-up. So I guess if it goes that way, I'm not really tripping. Does suck for Otto because he just did a full camp and now he's out of a fight.
I'm sure Matchroom's gonna give him a fight, bro. I bet you, man. Don't they always?
Yeah, that's true. And then quick point on some caller talking about my energy has always been as far as whether or not someone is ducking. If you avoid a fight, but you still go out and get a big fight, or you get a championship, or you move up, or you do something that's big, I personally don't ever consider it a duck. I know some people do, but I'm gonna keep that same energy going through. So like if Teofimo were to fight Josh Taylor, I get it that people are gonna say he's ducking Haney, but in my book, he's not because he's still doing something big. Or if you fought Gervonta,
but he's moving out the division. Big. He's moving out. So we gotta be. We're gonna have to. When he does that, we have to be cool with saying T.O.'s moving up to fight a tougher fight, but he's choosing to not undispute, which would be breaking history. You know, like that would be the first dude ever not to want to be undisputed, like, and have the opportunity. Like, you can't just blanket and say, "Oh yeah, he's fighting Josh Taylor for." No, we gotta tell the world that he doesn't want to undispute with Haney, but he's gonna attempt to undispute with Josh Taylor, which is okay.
Right.
But it gotta be told.
I would paint it that same way, so I'd be cool with that.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. We got who is this? 802. Don't remember you. Gotta check the list. Oh, that's Ronald Finkley, matter of fact. I remember that. What up?
Yo, what's good, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, Dillian Whyte, 2021, man. He's had the most exciting fights this year. He started the year off good. The Lycan versus Fury will be an excellent fight because Dillian Whyte can take this break because he deserves it. He's been concussed a lot, and I don't feel like it's a duck. I feel like it's him trying to go and get the belt, just like he went and got the belt with AJ. He's for real. I believe that this is the best move for him, to get a Fury fucking call out. Like, I feel like that's a good fight. No mean to cuss. But, yo, can I get my Fury rap song when I come in your chat, bro? Because you heard the rap song, right, PBB?
Nah.
Yo, you got to hear the Fury rap song. I hope you get it, and that's what I want to hear when I call in, yo. That's what I want that to be my intro. You got a rap song. But, I just wanted to chime in and say that, man.
I mean, that might be tough, though, champ, because it might have copyright. Send it to me, man. If we could use it, we use it. I got the best dad ever with a super chat. This says the best Dad. He says, don't put my name near Punch. I'm a Tank fan, not a Lopez cheerleader. Tank is 135. Devin is 135. Lopez is 135. Tank fighting Rolly at 135, not 140. Really? Let me check the rankings. Rankings 135. Okay, he is fight. All right, so yeah, I mean, I guess if Lopez fights Tank, I don't know though. Do we think that who's the tougher fight? That's a poll. Who's a tougher fight for Lopez, Tank or Haney?
Tank.
Adrian, Bueller. My man is gone.
I'm gonna go with Tank. My bad, I was on mute. I'm gonna go with Tank on that one.
Oh, so he is the tougher fight. So then we would have to give him a pass then, because it's like, yo, Lopez is not fighting Haney because he's fighting Tank. Y'all saying if you find a tougher fight, is like you get a pass? Is that how it goes? But Boomerang, Majimbe.
I don't know who's gonna pick the other guy.
Ness, I'm good. Keep it going, brother.
J-Mac, Boomerang.
Yo, Ness.
Yo.
Did you speak of doing the unheard of and not fighting guys for undisputed?
Huh?
Didn't you say something about doing the unheard of? Didn't Canelo do that already?
I don't believe so. I don't believe he had the opportunity to be undisputed and didn't do it.
I thought he did at 160. He clearly was the top guy. Avoided a few fights at 160. Moved on.
He had all the belts at 160.
Well, all the belts he had at 160. He didn't have the WBO belt.
He had everything that Gennady had.
Andrade had that belt, so you got to go to Andrade. I mean, you got these weirdos. Weirdos.
Andrade won a vacant title, man. Andrade won a vacant title. It's different.
Andrade had his title when Canelo was gone for 160. So
no, I hear you, but it was a vacant title.
Yeah, I hear you.
You fight with nobody, man. You fight with nobody, man.
I know. That horrible fighter, he been avoiding for 6 years. Can I finish my call? I know you about to run that. But it's funny how we speak of the unheard of. You got two weirdos, both in protection agency, on the fighting under the franchise title for safety and hiding from the fights they need to fight. And you can talk about Tio Duckafimo, Lopez out here ducking Haney, and Canelo ducking fighters too. Two ducks together, flock together. That's my call.
I don't even know who he talking about. Who he talking about? Stainless, Boomerang.
He might be at work.
We might as well end this poll, man. Dillian Whyte is a dog in the eyes of the real boxing fan.
Yes, sir.
What up, Stainless?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, I ain't got nothing to say, man. Like I say, it's boxing. Anybody who mad about it, man, stop being a fan of the boxer and be a fan of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it ain't working out how we want it with this Whyte-Otto. Sorry, I'm filtering these pots, so you're gonna hear this machine in the background. But either way, I'm excited for this fight we got this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited we got boxing news from y'all. That stuff keeps me going through work, so I appreciate it every day. Again, as I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, you a pendejo. Shout out to BRT. Hey, yo, Adrian, I meant what I said, man. Next time one of these other podcast clowns come on here, make sure you come on so you can keep that balance, man.
Hey, listen, man. I was listening to that because I was actually, doing my service to the community, driving around the disabled. But I had it in my eardrums like the whole time. The argument, yeah. Nah, it got wild. It got real wild. I mean, I think the people in the car was wondering what I was laughing about because I gotta hide the little earpiece when I'm driving people.
Alrighty then, that's everybody. Everybody. I'm sorry, I got lost. So we got Roland Curtis with a super chat. it seemed like some fans didn't like AJ because he would never recognize and talk trash to Wilder. But those fans hate Whyte because he does talk trash to Wilder. Ness, don't look Bitcoin explodes 66,000. I know. But it's okay because like I lent that money out. So I'm still the money I'm gonna make for the interest I charged, I'm gonna make more than what I would have made on the Bitcoin. So, whatevers. You can't win them all, man. But I mean that's it. Let me stop straggling. I got mad appointments after 1 o'clock. Anyway, I gotta get a haircut. Got a few phone calls. Appreciate everybody. That's everybody. Super chat everybody's phone call. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Today is Wednesday, 7 p.m. We'll be back with Border Wars. Plenty to talk about. Plenty of fights made. Plenty of fights pending. Hotel is booked. We got the hotel for the fighters. You could get a discounted rate if you go through us, even if you're just coming to watch the fight and you want to be in the same hotel. Might as well come through us and get a discount. We don't get no discount for getting you the discount, but obviously there's a group rate and we're included in the group rate. That being said, we also got the venue addresses available to anybody, and tickets, I believe, are available now, but contact Alexander Lionez. That's who you need to contact. And Adrian, you need to answer Do Me Back. All right.
I got you.
That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter.
All right. Adrian, Black Man Jones on Instagram.
James Payne Lethal. James Payne Lethal on Instagram.
James, we got to do Untitled or something together. Let me see. Somebody from Tennessee calling. I'm gonna let you rock out. Coming in late. Is that Rough House? ECP in the building. What it do?
Man, what's going on with it, bro?
Chilling.
Yeah, Rough House Boxing TV. We in here, man. Hey, sorry, I'm coming in at the last moment, man. Better late than never, man. But I hope I'm not repeating anybody's point because, like I said, I jumped in late. But in terms of the Dillian Whyte thing, totally understand what it is, what he doing, trying to position himself for the bigger bag, tougher fight, bigger fight, get all that, man. Now, in terms of how the general populace of American fight fans feel about Dillian Whyte, I agree with Adrian when he made the point that we don't like him. But I think it's not because, he's from the UK or, he talks shit. We love somebody that talks shit. I think, and this is me personally, I think we don't like him because we don't believe that he'll beat, any of the top dogs. You talked about Lucas Brown, Robert Helenius. He went life and death with Joseph Parker, and if there had been a little bit more time in the round, he probably would have lost that fight. We look at him as, okay, you were lucky to get by that one. You know what I'm saying? An old Povetkin put you to sleep, sent you into hibernation. You know what I'm saying? Why am I supposed to cheer and celebrate this dude? I mean, do I want to see him in these fights? Yeah, because I want to see him get slept. You know what I'm saying? He talks the shit, but he's just like that dude that always comes around your block or whatever, that's always talking shit about how tough he is, you know what I'm saying, or how many chicks he got or how much money he got, and then it all get exposed. Do you cheer when that dude come around? Nah, man, you be like, man, here come this nigga again. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's the way we feel about Dillian Whyte. When he talk 600 days I've been waiting. Nah, man, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to do nothing when you get in there. But, you know what I'm saying? But when the crowd gathers around, they get in the square circle, you know what I'm saying? We're going to watch because we looking for this dude to get his mouth shut. And I think that's the way the American fight populace feels about Dillian Whyte. And that's all I got, man. All hail Silverback. All hail ECP. I'm out. G.
All right, Chip, thanks for calling in. We out. Catch us at the next one, 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Arrivederci. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, everybody that called in, and all the super chats. We appreciate you. Peace. Oh, Raphael sliding in late with a super chat. Actually, Ronald Finkley as well, saying TBV the best part of waking up with the globe emoji, glove emoji, and Hand palm emoji? Okay. And Raphael says Haney is an easier fight for Tio. Haney has pillow hands. That's the last person was called Pillow Fist, called a body almost, man. Fuck out of here. Yo, I'm out. That's GTO.